Welcome to Hello New Earth. Here we'll talk about the ascension process, manifestation principles, and you will receive amazing activations from several beings of love and light to help you create the new earth. Let's do this together. Hello, loved ones. Welcome to episode 2 to Hello New Earth. I am so happy that you are here. And I'm so honored that you're listening to these words. And as you, I am also a student. I learn every single day. And I decided to create this podcast so we could learn together, because the more I receive messages from my mentors or from beings of love and light, and also from the books that I read, the more I receive those messages, the more I can pass them on. And it is up to you to identify yourself with the frequencies, with the messages that I send out and that I share. So as I said in episode 1, just take with you what resonates, and all the other information that doesn't, just leave it, and that is totally okay. We're learning together, we're evolving together, we're all stepping into the 5th dimensional state together. So I mentioned during the last episode that I was going to talk about the shifts that occurred in my life and the manifestations that I had, but actually I was guided by Source to continue to speak about the 5th dimension and how to actually how to ascend to the 5th dimension. And for that, I am going to be sharing with you some teachings that I've got from the book Telos. And this book talks about the protocols of the 5th dimension, and it was channeled by Aurelia Louise Jones. There are at least 3 books that talk about those about Telos, which is the Lemurian sacred city found in the heart of Mount Shasta in California. So I'll be also sharing more information about Lemuria and the high priest of Telos, Adama, in next episodes. But before I talk about the topic today, which is what do we need to do to ascend to the 5th dimension, I just would like to share with you how I actually got to know Lemuria and why am I actually sharing all this information with you. Well, actually, I started having dreams. Of playing with crystals, and I saw myself as a priestess and dealing with crystals and helping actually the universe to align. And it was very, very interesting. I had really clear messages of living in an ancient time as a priestess, and actually with clothes that had lots and lots of crystals. And after that, I started being actually attracting texts and information from old ancient Lemuria. And after it was only, I believe it was last year that I had a meeting. All of a sudden, I saw the high priest of Telos, Adama, and in front of me when I was in Nazaré. I don't know if you guys know Nazaré, which is a town, a Portuguese town that has those big, huge waves. So Nazaré. So I was walking in the in the little streets there, and all of a sudden I see the image of Adama. And Adama just wanted to say how grateful he was for me to be working with the grids. So, and actually sharing light codes. So, codes of love, of compassion, and doing all the light language work that I was doing. And because this was actually helping those grades to even to become higher in frequency. So there are so many grades on planet Earth, and this is another topic for another episode to talk about the grids, the fifth, and especially the fifth dimensional grid. So after meeting with Adama, then I knew that I had to know more about him, about his teachings, about the Lemurian teachings around Ascension. And this was confirmed by an Akashic Records reading that I had by a dear colleague, Catherine. She's an amazing Akashic Records reader and practitioner, and she said that the Lemurians, especially Adama, was really very much looking into working together and connecting with me. So, and then it was confirmed that I had my last past life in Lemuria. Was one which I used all my gifts, my light language gifts, and worked with crystals. That's why I work very closely with crystals. All of a sudden, I started feeling attracted by them, and I have tons of them here now that I use during sessions. And then I was guided to read some books, and this is the book that the information that I'm going to be talking to you. This is the book Telos, and it's the volume 3. So we're starting with the volume 3. Well, I was guided to share this information with you, and it talks about practices and protocols to develop a fifth dimensional consciousness. So, in the last episode, I talked about the main frequencies, of the fifth dimension. And actually, the fifth dimension is not a place, right, that you go to, but rather it is state of beingness you will attain that will gradually establish the fifth dimension in your present realm. So it's really it is a state of consciousness that you manifest in the now moment, actually. And here in the book, Adama says that the fifth dimension is a vibration, or rather a marriage of vibrations, represented by the energies of love, of trust, compassion, of faith, grace, and gratitude, a frequency of the purest form. I just want you to focus on your heart and imagine those frequencies, the frequencies of love, the frequencies of trust, compassion, faith, grace, and gratitude being flooding your heart-centered space. Sikarana, isikarana, ishikapakarokonam, iparakorokomam, ikarapkamkamam, iparoyokomam, Ikaraparakomam, Ishikarakomam, Oporoyokomam, Oporopoyokomam, Ikarapakromam, Iserayomam, Okarakomam, Siyokroko. Beautiful. We just had some activations of codes of those frequencies, so you can really feel them So you can start shifting your consciousness and elevating your vibration. As I said, in every single episode, I will be sharing codes with you. And I will be offering you some activations too. So, and I'm so happy. I am really so grateful to be here. Right. So, as I said, planet Earth is shifting. We're raising our vibration. We're all going, stepping into the fifth dimension. But before that, we need to activate unity consciousness, right? And so, in here, in the book, it says, before unity consciousness of the fifth dimension can be fully integrated globally, this work must be done on an individual basis by each one of you. So each person must walk their own unique journey to the end, and no one else can do this for you. So let's stop here a little bit. So we all, of course, we can also all ask for help by energy healers and practitioners and to help us release. But it's very, very important that we become aware of the wounds that our soul has brought to this lifetime and to be healed. It's very, very important that you become conscious. You become aware of the things, of the energies that need to be healed within you, of the lessons your soul has planned for you. Because this is the lifetime in which you brought all wounds from all thousands of past lives, incarnations. So you brought everything that you were not able to heal in a previous existence was brought into this lifetime to be healed. And it's so important that you acknowledge this, that you accept this with love and compassion. And that's why it seems to lots of us, especially those who are listening to this now, it seems like there's a never-ending healing. Every day we find new things. Every day there are new contrast situations and challenges and new emotions that need to be healed, transmuted, integrated, and yes, that's the journey we're in right now. And please, please, please don't lose your faith. Trust in the process, trust in the journey, because you're not only feeling those emotional challenges within you, but you're also having physical shifts. So you're feeling in your body. And this is also a topic for another episode about to talk about the physical shifts into the fifth dimension. So just stay with me here and know that it's very important that you take responsibility for your own healing, for your own success, because you have everything within you to heal your body, to heal all those wounds that you're not able to heal in a previous lifetime. And here comes on the top your ancestry. Your ancestors are also screaming for help. I've been doing so much ancestral healing lately, and for myself, for my clients, they really also want to ascend. And if you are listening to this right now, it is you that is being called to help them. It is you that is the alchemizer, the catalyst for their healing. And this is an honor for us to be able to do this, to be able to transmute all the pain, all the trauma, all the abuse that our ancestors have experienced. So we can always ask for help. And that's beautiful. We need that lots of times, but it's very important that you become aware of the lessons your soul has planned for you, and that you accept those lessons with love and compassion, and that you decide to change. Because it won't help you if you get someone to work on your field, on your energy, and you don't choose to change. You don't choose to look into your wounds. You don't choose to heal that anger or that resentment or that self-abuse or that lack of control energy that could be trapped in your body. So this is very, very important. And regarding those protocols and practices that are going to help you to shift into the fifth dimension, here in the book it says, most important of these practices is the offering of compassion and non-violent communication in thoughts, words, deeds, and feelings. Indeed, self-compassion forms the cornerstone of the spiritual awakening necessary if one is to recognize and integrate this fifth dimensional vibration. This vibration already exists around you at all times. As the frequency of the planet herself becomes more and more refined, each one of us is responsible to purify and refine their own vibration, no matter what dimension we reside in. So, again, just to confirm here that it's so important that we become responsible for our own healing, for our own ascension, advancement, and just by becoming aware of the energies that we need to heal within us. So now here, what is, we're gonna then talk about those practices and about those protocols, and there will be beautiful meditations and also activations through this journey. And here in the book, and I also resonated so much with that when I was reading at first this chapter. So step one to ascend to the fifth dimension is to learn to question yourself as to who you are and what you believe from a higher perspective, not from the insecurity of the ego or the lower mind. And let's go on, and the book goes on and says, you must instead ask the questions that spring from the deepest pools of your heart, and then ask from the entirety of your real self, your God self. Then you must be willing to listen with the part of you that is awakened enough to hear the answer. Do not wait for a time in the near or distant future when you feel you have reached a certain stage of enlightenment. Do not wait for a later, more evolved version of yourself, whom you feel may be better equipped to receive the answer. You're ready now, beloved ones. And the part of you that is open to the answer in this moment must be given the opportunity to hear it. Only if the question is serious and heartfelt will the answer be received. If the question is not asked with true spiritual intention, the universe and your own higher self will deem it mental curiosity or ego fantasy. As you ask the question, step back into your true self and let go of all you think you know about yourself. Let's do this for a moment. Who am I? Sida. 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 Oh, yokro. Sida. Sida. Oh, Sida. Oh, Sida. Oh, Sida. Oh, Sida. Shh. This practice is about the infinite possibilities that are present in not knowing. You are, in truth, both physical manifestation and soul essence. And yet, you have largely forgotten your source. In self-questioning, you confront both essence and manifestation and begin to understand and to witness the sacred contradiction this represents. That's so beautiful. Yes, that's so beautiful. And really, when we start questioning, who am I? And what I'm doing here actually on the planet. What do I believe am I? And just reflect upon that and what comes to you. So yes, so this is the first this is the first question for you and the first lesson that I'm giving to you as a practice for you to start shifting into the fifth dimension. And what is very, very important here is for you, that they say, actually they mention in the book, is to hold compassion for yourself. And compassion for yourself, self-forgiveness is really, for me, the main frequencies of unity consciousness, returning to source and connecting to your divinity. So ascension for me, really creating the new earth, is nothing more than awakening to the truth of our divine self. So within this dimension or any other, within this body or any other. And when we allow self-compassion, we move into the frequency of grace. And this is where we're all going through, to live in grace with Source and the universe, to live in unity with Source and the universe and everyone around us. And let's go for a last activation. Sikrena fofokoruyo popa. Isikramaka sikopokoroko. Isikaraparaka. Activating the Holy Trinity. Ikapaka sipakaroko o a. Ikaraparo o the divine masculine shikaraka a. Uvariyaku a. The divine feminine ikaroko o a. Iparakaro o. The child or creation. Ikaroko o I sikaraka a. Ipakaroko I siparaka a. Iparokoko si iparaka I. Yes. I hope that you enjoyed the activations in this oh my god, in this episode. I'm gonna have to listen to this back and to write down everything that I channeled today, but I hope that you were able to feel the frequencies and the codes that were activated. And before we finish this episode, I just wanted to share with you that Marta and I will be doing a group healing session to help you release anger and resentment and actually create a fifth dimensional consciousness in your romantic relationship. It's really about releasing those hurts, past hurts, even anger, resentment that you felt towards past relationships, partners that could be influencing you right now in in your current romantic relationship. And this group session is going to happen on the 21st of September, which is such a beautiful day. And I hope that you can join us, because we're going to be offering has no physical participation, but you receive all the audios and a coaching which talks about relationships in the fifth dimension. And I do believe that this episode is a beautiful, beautiful also initiation for you that you can apply what you've learned today, and those codes can definitely help you also to bring harmony in the relationship with the person that you love, and also to release the past, all the connections and bonds with past and toxic relationships, because this is one of the goals that we're going to be pursuing, and releasing all the connections, energetic cords, all the curses, everything that you might have created or received from past relationships. We're going to be releasing all of that. So I hope that you can join us. I'm going to place the link here, and after that you're going to have, if you're not able to join us, then you can still purchase the audio with the coaching and the light language transmission, which is going to be extremely powerful. But I really hope that you can be there and receive the healing from us. We're going to place you all in a beautiful healing container, and I hope that you can be like energetically present in our healing container. Sending infinite blessings to you, and let's see what source guides me for the next and third episode. But definitely we're going to be speaking about practices and protocols to shift into the fifth dimension and to create the new earth within us and around us. Sending infinite blessings to you, beautiful ones. Bye bye.